Not so good story. National Sports Commission, special appeal. These boxers are saying, give us the attention you give to football and we'll bring 10 gold medals from the Commonwealth Games. I think that's a good challenge to the NSC.
Yeah, typical Nigerian problem, funding again, especially when it comes to these lesser known sports. You know, football apparently gets a majority of the funding, but like I said, it's not about the talent. The talent is there, so it's all about ensuring that these girls have enough. They have the funding required to get well prepared for major tournaments. Yeah, it's a sad one really, but then I expect the federation to get creative. They need to sort out the finances really, because apparently they're depending on the federal government to get it done for them as well. But they can't afford to depend on the federal government alone. That's just the bottom line really. But I've got to say I'm not a fan of female boxing though.
Well,
I'm not a fan of watching them. Not because I've not tried. I've actually tried to watch it. I watched Nicola Adams actually win the flyweight title, gold medal in London 2012. I didn't like it. She's an amazing boxer. She fights very well, but there's something cringe-worthy about watching female boxing. That's my personal opinion.
For me,
really.
it's about development, maybe because words are not out there. Like a lot of people didn't even know they were in Cameroon for the championship. But I've seen Kehinde Obare fight. I like her movement.
Yeah.
I saw some good female boxers at the Governor's Belt Championship. As the coach said, there is talent. You just need support.
Absolutely.
And that again worries us. Come on, we are known as a boxing nation. I grew up loving boxing. That was all this country used to talk about. But then we started doing well in football, and everybody is neglecting other sports. So we want you to be part of sports development in Nigeria. Talk to us. How can we make boxing admirable in this country? You know how to talk to us on Twitter, our channels _sports, and on Facebook, our channels -sports. Let's be part of our nation building. That's it on your screen. I want you to tell us, and I'm serious, I will forward this message across to the National Sports Commission. What can we do to make boxing admirable again in this country? There were times when Nigeria produced world champions in different categories. But now, listening to Coach Tony, it's not encouraging what's going on with boxing. But let's leave boxing. We'll still stay with the ladies. And this time, we're going to Costa Rica. Coach Bala and Kiyu, they seem ready for the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. The team list is out as well. So it's a good one. They've been preparing. That's the team list right there.
Yeah.
And they've been preparing very well. Yeah, so far so good. The camp in Faro has gone according to plan. And we're just hoping come the tournament itself, they will be ready to fire.
That's it. That's the team list on your screen. FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup that will take place in Costa Rica. It will kick off on Saturday. Nigeria's first game will be against China on Sunday. So you can keep a date, wish the team very well. But then questions. About 7 players from the last tournament are still part of this team.
Yeah, quite a few numbers of the girls that made it to the previous edition of the World Cup are still part of the team, and I really don't understand why. Obviously, maybe they're still qualifying for this particular tournament. They're still under 17, which is all right. But then I expect with the amount of talents we have in the country, we should be taking we shouldn't be repeating players in age-grade competitions.
Okay, she was captain of the team at Azerbaijan in 2012. Chinwendu Ezra, she's still the captain. Nigeria searching for a first ever triumph in the Under-17 Women's World Cup. Remember the Golden Eaglets when they were leaving? They said the same thing, that they're going for exposure. They ended up winning the tournament. So all the best to Bala and Kiyu and his team. It's for exposure, but it will be better if they bring back the trophy. No pressure, but it will be cool if they bring back
absolutely.
the trophy.
If they can follow in the footsteps of the Golden Eaglets, and that would be good for the image of the country as well.
Okay, quickly, let's leave the Under-17 women's team and move over to the senior men's national team. That place is called the heavyweight division. Everyone is patiently waiting for Coach Stephen Keshi to release that team list. Now, this coach is saying it goes beyond playing football. I want to take every player that knows how to play football to the World Cup, but I prefer players with character. I prefer players that can improve team spirit in camp. I think they should put an end to this never-ending story.
No, they won't put an end to it. That's the way it is. It's a contentious issue, and the debate will carry on until Coach Stephen Keshi until he releases the list. It's not going to stop. And like I always say, the buck stops at the table of Stephen Keshi. And if he feels Osaze and Ike Uche won't bring, they will bring some kind of discord to the team setup, then he has the right to leave them out. But then, like I always say, if you go to the World Cup and end up not doing too well, then Stephen Keshi might just end up with an egg on his face.
Okay, so that's it. In the middle of Ike Uche and Osaze Odeoge, Coach Stephen Keshi is still a big boss. I'm sure he can handle all of this. The sports this morning on Channels Television, and we'll be talking about women's boxing in Nigeria. We've also talked about Coach Bala Nkiru releasing his team list for the FIFA/17 Women's World Cup. And now we'll still talking about Coach Stephen Keshi. I say it goes beyond playing football. He must have character to make his team to the World Cup. And I think that's just sport on. Sports this morning on Channels Television. Let's go on a quick break now. This time we'll touch down at the Indian Wells Tennis Championship, where the upsets will not stop. First, it was Rafael Nadal. Andy Murray followed. Stanislas Wawrinka is also out. We'll talk about it when we return. Stay.
Game, set a match, you're on edge. By 261 now. 4-6, 7-5, 6-3.
Yeah, I think both of us is really about keeping one another out of rhythm. For me, it's by keeping the points shorter. For him, it's about throwing stuff you wouldn't expect. I think the most important thing, obviously, my serve is, and the beauty of that is nobody can affect me. The ball's in my hand and I toss it up and I serve when I want to. And the most important thing I think is going to be about controlling that center of the court, sort of stepping up, and when I do get ahead in the point, staying ahead, and like I was today, closing at certain situations, keeping the pressure on him. And obviously there's going to be certain parts of the match that I'm just going to have to play a little bit more and make him play. But it's all very situational stuff, but I think dictating and imposing my game on him rather than him imposing on me is the most important thing.
Oh, I need to have a think about it and have a look at what happened, but you know, there wasn't a huge explanation for it because the shots I was missing, like I say, it wasn't like one shot in particular went. I'd missed every shot, serves, first serve percentage drop, missed a lot of backhands, and missed a few easy forehand passes as well, so all of the shots kind of deserted me a bit.
Game, set a match. Anderson. 2-1, 7-6, 4-6, 6-1.
So the upset at the Indian Wells Tennis Championship will not end. Rafael Nadal gone, Andy Murray gone, Wawrinka, I was almost tipping a giant killer, is also out.
Yeah, that's the way it's been so far at this particular competition. But Murray, I'm not really surprised that Murray has been struggling for form in the past couple of months now after that back surgery. So it wasn't really a shock for me. But then Dolgopolov is still going strong after taking the scalp of Nadal. Usually when that kind of giant killing occurs, you expect the player to go out to the next round, but he's still going strong, showing that victory over Nadal was not a fluke.
Okay, quickly, let's take a look at what the papers are saying. Just two papers this morning. Front page of the Complete Sports. Praises galore for Omeru. Eagles defender hailed as Burrow's best versus Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Good one for Miro.
Absolutely.
And he needs to justify his place to the World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and he's doing the most important thing, which is to play competitive football.
Eagles may play one more game before World Cup, reveals NFF General Secretary. And then some people say, why one? I know 2, 3 to get ready.
Yeah. Well, apparently, but that's what they've been able to get for the Super Eagles, so we can't really do much about that. The Soccer Star is the paper for review now, and it is the Romero story still there. Romero gets praise against Forest. It's been impressive. On his loan deal, moved to Middlesbrough. Imo escapes sanction in Belgium. Messi, Alves, and City's dream. Yeah, very good performance by Barcelona yesterday. And lastly, Van Persie serves Man U quit notice.
Okay, so let's talk about that UEFA Champions League game between
Yes.
Barcelona and Manchester City. Yes, it's football. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But Man City, they went there with maybe even slimmer hopes.
Yeah, actually, I felt they went there with no hopes at all, really, because when you lose the first leg 2-0 away, the record is amazing. Since the inception of the Champions League, the old European Cup, no team has overturned a 2-0 home deficit. Look at how long.
Tradition.
So it's there. So I didn't think they had any chance of doing it yesterday. But credit to them, they played very well. They started the match very well, and they hassled Barcelona. But then Barcelona had the clearer chances. They got a good goal that was disallowed by the referee. It was a wrong offside call, and they had a clear penalty on Lionel Messi that wasn't called as well. So I felt Manchester City actually rode their luck. But then they played very well and they created chances themselves too, but they failed to take it.
So Vincent Kompany, captain of Manchester City, he's been talking. He believes that they traveled to the Camp Nou and they made a good name for themselves. Let's listen to Vincent Kompany and giving his reaction after that game.
And Messi will get there first, and Lionel Messi has, in all probability, taken this tie away from Manchester City. They do now need to score 3 in the last quarter of the game. One game in their knockout stage, they beat Atletico Madrid away. Taken by Milner, and Kompany
Looked a mile offside.
has got.
Okay, instead we showed you the
Consolation strike by Vincent Kompany there.
Okay, so because Kompany is not ready to talk to us, and we had to show him our scanner and go. But quickly before we leave, Tayo, talk to me. The NBA. It's been a frustrating season for Kobe Bryant.
and the
now
Lakers.
It's over. For him.
Kobe Bryant has been shut down for the season now. He suffered a knee fracture some time ago and has failed to recover fully from it. So he's out for the rest of the season. I remember last year as well too. He missed a large chunk of the season with an Achilles tendon tear. So it's been a very frustrating season for Kobe Bryant, and it's a shame he will be out for the rest of the season. And the Lakers, they're not doing too well as well, so losing record in the NBA. Generally, they're not doing well. It's just a sad one for him, and he's 35 years old now. I wonder if he can come back from this injury.
Okay, that's it. That's where the curtain falls on this edition of Sports This Morning on Channels Television. Remember to keep talking to us on Facebook and on Twitter. I will end the show with Kobe Bryant speaking to us, saying he's out for the rest of the season. Up next is Business Morning. On behalf of the ever-dedicated sports team at Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, my name is Austin Okonakpan. Join us again tomorrow. But until then, in everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.